Yeah, what's going on YouTube? Just finished the fucking bike project today. This is going on my bike too, on my new build. I got plans for this fucking back rack. It's going on that fucking, uh, Outlook bike. The one with the white wall tires and the blue rims. My Phantom 85 motor is going on there and says that back rack. Anyway, I still got one sprocket left. CDH power. 40 tooth. This is probably going to be for my 4-stroke. Anyway, somebody told me if I changed the fucking sprocket and got down to like a smaller sprocket, I'd probably take off a little faster on the 4-stroke. But right now I'm just taking it easy because, my god, man, it was hard putting that goddamn fucking clutch back together for the fucking, the goddamn fucking, the other motor. It was a pain in the fucking ass. Finally found my, my rejects. Those would be going for the 4-stroke. I'm putting them in this box. And I got seats for that fucking white bike. But I think I'm going to use the Huffy seat for right now. Anyway, like I said, I tried to do the double head ignition start fucking head. And it was a no-go. It wanted to start, but I need like a YD100 bottom end or some shit to get the motherfucker to start. That'd probably be a project for fucking later on down the road or something. I don't know. I'll have to find out and wait and see type deal. Anyway, fucking just cleaning up the fucking room right now. Yep. I tore that other carburetor off that fucking bike because that carburetor used to work, but let's just say that bike was sitting in someone's basement, a friend's basement of mine, until I moved into this fucking house that I'm living in right now. And their basement flooded, and it fucked up the Schwinn motor. Sorry you guys didn't get a chance to fucking see the engine start. I might show you that tomorrow, if I have time. I gotta go out to my fucking uncle's and get the rest of my fucking money. But anyway, I already purchased the Phantom motor and it's on its fucking way. It's in Minneapolis right now. I ain't telling you how far that is from fucking Greensburg because I don't want anybody stealing my fucking motor. Can't risk my Phantom motor being fucking stolen. Let's just say it's a 13-hour and 20-minute, yeah, 13-hour and 25-minute drive from where I fucking live. I'm just gonna wait until they deliver the fucking motor and then I'm gonna plop it on that fucking bike. But anyway, yeah, I got my fucking rejects. They're right here. These are for the 4-stroke. Gonna shove them in there so they don't fucking disappear. And then I got my fucking 50cc piston. You could see this one was bigger than the other fucking one I had. Yep. Yeah, I just fucking cleaned up in here a little bit. I don't have very many parts left. I used them all to build them fucking, well, rebuild 3 bikes. One for my niece and then rebuild the 2 that I have for myself. So, yeah, I'm almost out of parts now. But yeah, you seen the Phantom 85 and how fast it fucking goes. Everybody's trying to say it only does 40 miles an hour. No, dude, you cannot grasp how fast that fucking motor goes, okay? It's got a 36 tooth fucking sprocket, okay? It don't have a 44 tooth or 40 tooth or a fucking 48 tooth or 56 tooth. It goes like this. I was told a long time ago from the guy from fucking Pirate Cycle. The bigger the sprocket, the slower you're gonna go. The smaller the sprocket, the faster you will fucking go. Okay? And for all y'all that's buying motors and not doing your fucking research like I do, okay? Usually, you motherfuckers are buying shit that's already broke, and it's not assembled right. That's why half yins out there are saying, "Oh, the motors that I'm buying are not fucking working," or "Oh, I don't know how to mix the oil right," or whatever. Well, obviously, you never had fucking lawn equipment, okay? I got I got two fucking push mowers and I got two fucking weed whackers. And I don't use that premix shit. All y'all's out there is getting that synthetic and premix shit. And then you think you can just throw that in your fucking motor, start it, and then fucking drive off with the fucking motor. No, I don't use 50 to 1, 40 to 1, okay? You're flooding your fucking engine, okay? Because you don't know the shit between lean or fucking rich setting on the fucking carburetor. You have to take the fucking carburetor apart, and there's a needle adjustment pin in there, okay? In the middle, okay? Straight in the middle, and then there's a line above that, and a line above that, and then two lines above the fucking middle one, okay? In the middle one, that's lean. You know what lean is? Lean means chainsaw head, okay? It's very simple to figure this out if you're not a fucking retard, okay? Lean means chainsaw head, which means less oil, more fuel until the engine breaks in. Then you have to fucking readjust the engine and then change it to rich. But I already tried that because my niece's engine don't run on rich, it runs on lean, and the bike fucking takes off. And that bike goes so fucking fast that it burns the fucking pads out. So might need some higher quality fucking racing clutch pads, pads, because the fucking stock ones, okay, when they first came out with the fucking engines, they had this like cloth type fucking pads, and then the second ones after that, they had the fucking red ones. They're for high temperatures. That engine gets hot really fucking fast. Those burn out within 3 minutes or 15 minutes of riding, depending on how fast you're going. And then they got the high fucking rubber ones. And then they got these new ones now that are also high rubber, but they have a green tint to it. I don't know what that's about, but I will be finding out soon. Anyway, for everyone else, you're mixing your oil wrong or you're buying the wrong fucking shit. I'll show you the correct shit you should be using for all motorized bicycle engines, including the fucking two-cycle ones, okay? I'm not talking about the four-strokes, okay? I'm talking about the two-cycles. This is the best shit you could fucking buy. Easy Mix Ashless with fuel stabilizer. Briggs & Stratton, two-cycle engine oil mix, low smoke formula. Okay? Yeah, tells you how to mix this shit on the back. Well, what I've been doing is, you fill it up to this line where it says 1.0, okay? You fill it up like about that much, okay? Just this much where the line is. And then you dump it in the gas tank. No more than that. And then the rest you fill it up with fucking 87 gasoline. Now, if you're one of these other fucking retards out here, okay, and you're putting like a whole fucking cap full of this fucking oil in your fucking engine, and then you're trying to flood the rest of it with a whole bunch of fucking gas, you're gonna blow your fucking shit up. That's why you get about 2-3 miles down the road, and then your fucking engine clogs and then stops running. That's what you fucking retards don't understand about these engines, okay? I'm sorry to say that, but that's how it is. Now, my Schwinn motor is back, and it's fucking alive. My fucking Walls Goose bike, I had to take the fucking clutch out, smack it the fuck apart. And let me tell you something, you gotta be careful on how you get the fucking pressure plate apart, because it's a pain in the ass. Make sure you got a high-powered magnet to catch the ball bearings when they fall out of the fucking clutch. Then you gotta re-grease the little clutch bevel gear fucking thing. You know, the pressure plate. and then you flip the little plate over, and then right around the circular wheel, you're supposed to put high temperature grease, and you're supposed to glob that shit in there like it's peanut butter. And then you take them little itty bitty ball bearings and go all the way around the clutch until you can't fit any more ball bearings in it, okay? And then you reassemble the fucking clutch. You put the bottom back plate down. You put that gear bevel plate on. It's got your clutch pads that go around like this, okay? And then there's like this little circular thing about this big. You push down on the fucking plate, and then you got 1, 2, 3 fucking pegs sticking out. And they look like this, okay? And then you're supposed to push that pressure plate down, and then you're supposed to put something against it and whack the fuck out of it with a rubber hammer. Or if you got like one of them fucking grip vices, like a table vise or some shit, you're supposed to put it back together. There's videos on YouTube on how to do it. I'm not going into it. But it was a pain in the fucking ass. Once I popped the bitch together, I spin it around a couple times, get the grease to go with the fucking ball bearings so it don't stick. And then don't do that click, click, pop, click, click, pop, click, click, pop. My niece kept telling me when I'm trying to drive my walls goose, she goes, your chain's falling off, your chain's falling off. I kept telling her, no. The reason why it makes that noise is because the clutch is sticking and the ball bearings are making it fucking stick because the metal's fucked up. I had to adjust it, angle grind it, smooth it out, and put the bitch back together. It was a whole fucking process. I didn't want to show that on film because that's boring as hell to watch. Anyway, that clutch works, and then the clutch that's inside my fucking Schwinn is a rebuilt clutch. I had extra parts. I had to rebuild that bitch. That was a pain in the ass. And then I had to put individual fucking clutch pads all the way around inside the fucking motor. That was fun. But I'll show you that the Schwinn motor runs. My Walls Goose runs. And it doesn't do that click, click, pop, click, click, pop. And I put new clutch pads on my fucking niece's bike. So, yeah. She probably already burned them out already because she likes to drive around like a psycho like I do. I drive around like a psycho. And then when I fly past people on the fucking trail and I fly past the fucking gas station and shit, I like to scream in motherfuckers' ears when I'm driving by to piss them off because a bunch of them motherfuckers are walking because they can't pay for gas. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching my channel. I'll let you on some updates on the Phantom 85 and how to fix the fucking gaskets when you get them. They give you these little paper thin fucking gaskets. They give you a back gasket for the Fat Moto. But I already proved to you all in another video saying that you can use the 66/80cc muffler gaskets for the fucking intake for the Fat Moto bike. And guess what? No gas leaks. No gas leaks, no vacuum leaks. How you doing? Now I gotta figure out what type of gaskets you use for the fucking exhaust for the Phantom 85. I will soon do that. So keep an eye out for that video. And I'm just gonna sit back and relax. Go get my money from my uncle. Finish cutting grass or whatever he needs me to do out at his house. And then I'll be building my Phantom 85, and y'all can see me act the fool when I get it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.